You are literally white trash.
No, actually,
Like
you are.
dignified white trash.
You are.
Shakira.
What? I'm mixing it with the peppermint. Is that not okay?
Look at the mug that you're using.
It's one of my favorite mugs. It's an
You
all-American
just drop the
one.
stick in there.
Yeah, it's gotta dissolve. Makes it.
It's not even gonna
Oh
dissolve.
shit, that's hot. as
Add more? Did you see how much you put in
I didn't
there?
put that much in. It was only an
She put
amount
half
that
the
was
container.
a decent amount.
She put half the container.
Not the half container. It's a small container.
At
This
least
is a big
1/3
mug.
of a container.
Look at how much is left.
No, that's half.
That's not half.
yeah,
It's
it is.
over. Like there's this much.
That's a third.
And I'd already made 2 chocolates out of this beforehand too, as well.
Of this size?
Not of
This
this
quantity?
size, but 2 of them are like one of these. So basically, I have 4. Only. So
Beat that.
beat that, sister.
That was
Welcome
so
everybody
inappropriate.
back to the Lockdown Podcast. Today we're in a junkyard and we're white trash.
Just can't
I think it's
watch
just the
this.
fact that it's a clear mug that bothers me.
Me too. And it's
It looks
so
like it's
big.
chocolate milk.
It's kind of is, you know, if you heat up chocolate milk, it's kind of like hot chocolate.
What was the dumbest thing that you did as a kid? Like while in grade school, what was the dumbest thing that you did? Put a bean in your ear?
I put a
Put a
dime in
bean
my ear.
Yours is probably worse.
Your haircut? Is that what you're gonna say?
No. I've had multiple. A dime in my ear. I ran into somebody's nose and gave them a black eye. No, we ran into each other and I got the black eye, but no, he got the black eye.
You don't even remember. Your story's not straight.
Okay. It was your boyfriend, so.
Oh, really?
I also kicked out his tooth. That's probably
I don't remember
don't know.
most stuff
That
from-
was literally like the week that I moved.
One time I was on
Oh
the
yeah, you tell us about how you thought everyone was
swings
gonna
and
hate you.
I was getting up so high and then I just let go and I fell on my back.
I did that, but I fell on my stomach and I couldn't breathe for like 5 seconds. And my friend just kept swinging next to me while I was on the ground, like.
I got pushed off the merry-go-round when we were younger, so there was older kids like pushing it real fast, and I got stepped on, lost the air. That was bad.
That's kind of.
And they just kept walking on top of me. They wouldn't, because it's a merry-go-round, so they come back around. They wouldn't stop.
So you didn't roll out of the way?
No.
just
Couldn't
laid there.
breathe.
Oh.
You're in a dangerous situation would not survive. Like how
Yes, I
have you
would.
survived as well as
Literally,
you have? Like it's common
That's
sense
good.
to roll away
it happened over the course of like 20 seconds.
You could roll away.
in 20 seconds.
I hit the ground real hard. I was like, oh, can't breathe. Got stepped on, and then I got stepped on again. And then
so then you
and then
could
I
have
got
rolled.
up.
You could have rolled away.
They could have
after
also
the
not
first.
stepped on me. That would have been nice.
I feel like
Valid.
both are preventable, but like in that situation, I feel like I would have exited myself out of it.
That's a fair assumption, but I didn't.
When did you become conscious?
Like first grade.
Actually, I don't.
Actually,
yeah.
What'd you say?
Like I remember
Fourth?
stuff.
first grade.
First grade.
I feel like,
Like
I was
I remember stuff from before then, but like I didn't really know what was happening.
I
most
guess.
of the time.
What's your first memory ever?
My first memory ever is really hard to place because I'm bad with time, but it was probably going to my babysitter, like daycare's house, and hanging out with kids there. I think.
What was yours? Your first memory?
Going to preschool with my grandma when I was like 3. That's about when you remember. Or maybe I was 4.
Mine was when I was 2. It was Cohen being born.
I do not remember my sister being born.
I just remember, well, I don't remember him as a baby. I just remember sitting in the lobby eating crackers with my grandparents watching cartoons.
That's great.
It was a good time. It's Mickey Mouse.
Sounds pretty fun.
It was. It was like those little hospital crackers, you know?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
Like oyster
You need to
crackers?
get
Like
to a
soup
hospital
crackers?
more. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I don't
Which
remember.
leg do you want
I
broken?
think they were like, is it, who is it that has like the long
Club.
crackers? Like salad crackers.
I don't like club.
I like them.
They're
too.
too buttery.
I like that they're buttery.
I probably have earlier memories. I just can't place what time they were. I do have this memory of falling asleep behind the couch. My parents couldn't find me. And I was like, and I woke up to them panicking, and I thought we were playing hide and seek. So I didn't come out.
I actually think that sounds a lot like you. That would happen.
Cohen and my dad for 4th of July used to like attach like the sticks to Hot Wheels cars and blow them up.
Oh, I bet that'd be fun.
It was fun to watch. I didn't do it though.
Oh my god. Someone should attach. What would happen if you put one of those that fly up in the air and attach it to a Hot Wheel car? Is it too heavy?
I don't know.
I feel like it could go up.
I feel like it
I
could.
hope it
Hot Wheels
would.
are pretty light.
Depending. If you strip it, you know,
Strip
like
what?
a regular car.
How?
Okay, but what are you
It's a Hot
stripping?
Wheel. It's like this big.
Well, you take the wheels off, obviously.
So then it's not a Hot Wheel. It's just hot. I also one time I got a BB gun for my birthday, and my dad shot me right in that when I got it. The first day I got it.
Do you mean to?
Yeah. He's like, Macy,
the
come out in the
hell?
garage. I'm like, okay. Shoots me. I'm like, what do you want? I turn around. He shoots me in the ass. I'm like, okay.
My brother got a BB gun. I think he was like, I don't even know, probably younger than 6. And he like went outside with my dad and they were like shooting at birds. And then my dad's like, if you shoot one, you're going to have to eat it. So he like never shot it again.
When I don't remember how old I was, but I had this little tray and I put roly-polies in it, and I was asking my brothers what they eat because I wanted to feed them and keep them as pets for a little bit. And they said brownies. And I was young enough, I was like, of course, brownies. My mom just made some brownies. So I stole a whole brownie and like sprinkled it on top of
Did
them,
they
and
eat
they
it?
died the next day. I was so upset.
Oh my god.
I didn't even realize what they did until like way later.
That's terrible.
It's upsetting.
I used to capture those like fuzzy caterpillars and put them in a jar with like a stick and some grass and leaves. But I think the longest one lived was like a week or 2, which was honestly surprising.
That's surprising.
But I did let it out for walks.
because they eat like, don't they eat like certain plants?
I don't know.
So-
I like just threw a bunch of crap in there. Conan and I, funny story actually, but we can talk about that later. But we would just like go around our backyard and we're like, yeah, let's pick off the bushes and the grass and look at this stem over here and then this stick. Perfect. And a little bit of water sometimes.
You took very good care of it. At least it was loved.
Those fuzzy caterpillars are honestly creepy,
I like them.
but I loved them
though.
at the
I
time.
always
Great.
liked holding them, but I would never capture them. And
I hated when they pooped on me.
I always cried when we'd catch fireflies and the next day they'd be dead.
Oh, I didn't care.
10 million fireflies.
But yes,
Fish are
Cray
just,
cray.
I don't know. Well, I think it was just because it was like the cheapest and easiest thing to get. Like you go to Walmart and you just get a fish.
that's fair.
Those were so.
I loved looking at them. I
those.
can't believe that
I
they
got
don't have those
some-
anymore.
From the pool, when they would do those, they'd throw them in the, and you would capture
Fish?
them. Yeah.
Real
You
I
don't remember
fish?
that?
hate when the pool does weird crap like that.
Real fish?
Yeah. Did you not remember that?
Like in a bag or just out?
Out. Out. And then like, because we had the separated areas, so the little kids pond. I would grab 'em. But
What happens if a kid did kids kill them?
we took them home, but they were in chlorine, so they just die.
Oh my god.
So like, they were literally just killing
Okay,
fish.
but like that's so
Why didn't they put them in a
stupid.
bag?
I don't
Why would you
know.
get them in the first place?
It's so
like-
it's such a weird thing to do,
That is like the
but it was
weirdest
super
thing I've
cool
ever
at the
heard.
time.
You're
know.
paying all this money just to kill them?
Pretty much, I guess.
That's
yeah.
the dumbest thing ever. Now they allow dogs in the pool.
Oh, really?
I hate that.
All the time?
No.
Oh.
At the very end.
Oh, they've always done that.
Yeah, no, I think that's dumb.
I've
I
never
think it's
seen
cool.
a dog in the pool.
It's like right before they close, they do like a doggy swim.
Yes.
I think it's
I've
cool.
never heard of that or seen it.
I've always wanted to take my dog
I
because I don't know if she can swim or not.
My dogs don't like the water.
Yeah,
Yours are poodles.
my dog doesn't. Well,
Poodles are swimmers.
She's just sensitive.
Poodles are supposed to swim. Literally.
They're water resistant.
What are we?
But they're like poodles.
I always wish I knew what dogs were thinking.
I don't
I
care
don't
to
think
know.
they think.
I just like I know, but like they know some things, but like what do they? I just don't know. Like I see my dog staring at a wall. I'm like, are you thinking something, or are you just staring at a wall? Why are you staring at a wall?
Or are
They're
they
just staring at the
sensing
wall.
something? Because they can sense things that we don't.
Sometimes it's just like a wall that goes to the kitchen,
Like
and
your
everyone's in
grandma.
the living room.
Maybe did someone die in your house before you
I
guys
don't
got
know.
it?
Actually, I think so.
I think someone did, yeah.
Okay.
I think the lady that I mowed for before.
But I don't know if she died in the house.
Or someone.
She died, but I don't know if she died in the house. As if you don't have your own thicket of trees.
I wasn't allowed out there when I was
Oh.
younger. Because they thought I'd get lost, I guess, even though it's not that big. Or I'd get
And it's not even like
ticks
that.
or snakes. No,
Like you can easily see
literally-
everything.
You can see the other end of it, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Parents.
How would they not find you in your neon coat that your mother bought you?
Well, back then I wanted it. I liked neon
Well,
stuff.
still, how did you? They're like,
I
you
don't
can't go
know.
in there, even though your coat is neon and all the clothes that you wear are
Oh
neon.
my! The freakiest thing happened to me one time. I went out and I was climbing trees, and I came back and they were asking me who was climbing trees with me, because they could see me climbing trees, and I was like, no one. They're like, wasn't there like a little boy in like
Oh.
a red coat behind you? I was like, no.
That's
What
creepy.
the It was literally like 2 p.m. when I was doing that too, so it wasn't even dark.
I hate when I hear about stuff
They
like
told me that, and I'm like, no. What?
Oh
No,
my
literally no one
God.
else is there.
There was one time, it was not even that long ago. I think it was like 3 years ago. And I was in my room in the basement when I had that room before someone stole it from me. And I was like in my room doing homework. And I was down there for maybe like an hour. And I swear the bathroom light was off. And then all of a sudden, no one even came downstairs. I looked and it was on. And I was like, someone needs to come down here because there's probably someone down here. But there wasn't.
I know. It
But it's
scares me
creepy.
more if there's someone actually there than a ghost. Because holy that's
Like,
way
what
scarier.
do you do?
Exactly.
I have literally like stayed up at night thinking about that. Like, what if I wake up and someone's standing above me?
I would.
I had
cry.
another was it sleep paralysis thing happen again during break where I was in my bed and I woke up early morning, and at the end of my bed, my cousin, it sounds funny now, but it was really scary, but my cousin was in my pink bathrobe that was here with his hair in like a net, and he was like reaching for the light switch to try and turn it on and off. And then I have a spiral painting that's black and white right next to him, and that was turning into like a face.
That's creepy.
Yeah, and I couldn't like move. It was awful. I couldn't even shut my eyes because I was scared it was an actual person there because I couldn't really see. It was like that weird blurry vision.
That's so. I've
That was
never had
bad.
anything like
This
that.
summer, I had a dream where I thought someone was literally over me. Like,
Oh God, I hate those.
I always used to like think like, what if I wake up and someone like killed my whole family?
and like, yeah, I
What?
think that too.
Like,
like,
genuinely, what would
if-
I do?
Like, what would if everyone else is dead upstairs and they didn't come downstairs?
They didn't.
I
find
don't
me.
think about that, but I think about what if someone came in. Where would they come in at? If they were shooting, like, would I hear them? That kind of thing.
I've thought about that too. I thought about when I was in the basement. I was like, if they stabbed upstairs, I wouldn't even know. Probably.
Exactly.
Except my dog would probably bark because the door's loud.
I
But if
learned
they went
that
in a
if-
silent way,
the basement door opens, I wake up. I learned that, I guess. So, not all the time though, because one time my dad came down to wake me up for a house fire. Didn't wake up until he was in my room over me, and I'm like, "Oh, what the f is going on?" And he's like, "There's a house fire. Get up." That was a great morning.
Ever since that house fire.
When you
Ever since the
guys
house
would
fire.
wake up your mom in the middle of the night, would she always gasp as if she was having
Yeah.
she's had a heart attack?
Yes.
Like, why
they
do
do
they
that?
do
they
that?
do always do that. They're like,
But at the same time, when my sisters do it, I do it too. Like, they'll wake me up and I'm like,
or she'd
"Oh my
sit straight
God."
up in bed. My mom did say one time when I was like 2, she woke up and I was just like staring at her. Standing in the dark room staring at her. Didn't wake her up, just
Dude, kids freak me out.
if my child did that,
why did I do that?
that's so creepy.
You might have been sleepwalking too, maybe.
the fuck.
I wasn't sleepwalking. I just
Oh.
went. I think I wanted to
Maybe
ask
you
her
were
something, but I
like
probably felt bad.
Maybe
that-
you were like nervous to wake her up.
I think I was.
I've
I
done that
have
before,
actually
actually.
hesitated, and I'm like, Mom, and then right before I poke her, she woke up. I'm like,
I've gone in my parents' room and I was gonna wake them up, but then I decided I shouldn't. But I was staring at them for a while, so
I've done that too.
exactly that would have happened. I was like, no, I won't do it.
Or
So I went back to bed.
Okay, so my sisters and I, we used to have to put our iPads up, and usually we would make
I know
Kelsey.
exactly where this is
We
going.
made Kelsey be the lookout, so sometimes she'd go in there and we'd get them, or sometimes it would be me, but I literally would just like stare at them, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like all for iPads.
Oh my god,
like,
that's so fair though.
but it was like 10 o'clock, so it's like not even that late. And they're
When
like,
you're a little kid, that's
obviously
late,
gonna
though.
hear that. They're like, no, you're stealing the iPad, and my door's open. You're staring at me like I.
Yeah. What would you
I
even
would
say?
run away. I would let my sisters fend for themselves and run down.
I
the
would just
stairs.
like say.
no.
I
I'd
don't
run.
even know what I would say.
You would hear my feet pitter patter away.
I'm like, I think I forgot to tell you guys good night. So, good night.
One time, I used to. My dad would stay out late, and my bedtime was like 9 o'clock. So I'd go out in the shop to tell him good night, and it was like 9:05, and he was mad that I wasn't in bed.
Oh my god.
I was like, "What do you want?" He's like, "For every minute that you're up past 9 from now on, and I catch you, you're gonna be grounded for a week." I was like,
Oh my god.
"Never mind. I'm not saying good night anymore." But oh god.
That's crazy.
But before I got like my Kindle and my 3DS, I would get out of bed, and my bedroom door used to be open, so I would crawl. I would army crawl, and I would like lay like this, and I would watch Mom's TV
No.
in her room.
One time I was staying over and she
You
made
couldn't
us
see
do that,
me.
and we made pancakes in the middle of the night, and
was
we put chocolate
awesome.
chips inside of the batter. So we were like, why isn't the chocolate chips working? Like, why aren't there chocolate chips in this? And we were so stupid, but we literally crawled on the floor to
That
their
was
kitchen.
so
I was like,
fun.
what the fuck are we doing?
That's insane.
As a kid, I was like, Shakira, what are we doing?
We don't want to get caught, obviously.
Yeah, I guess I know that now.
They can't
But,
see
like,
if you're crawling.
Like, why wouldn't you
I
just
don't remember
tiptoe?
that sleepover very well, but you remember it.
Well, it's 'cause it was
surprisingly a
my
lot.
first one.
That's crazy. I don't remember that one very much. But yeah, that was awesome. And it was always Criminal Minds. It wasn't anything good. It was Criminal Minds or like
Always
NCIS.
go look.
Because I could stay up later
yeah.
and I
they
could watch
wouldn't
TV
know.
and she wouldn't know. But yeah, I forgot I did that.
rat ball.
We used to watch that 70s show in my mom's room.
That's a good show.
My parents used to watch The Walking Dead, and they would make Kona and I go to their room to watch TV because it was too scary for us to watch.
That's fair. I had nightmares about him stepping on a head and getting it squishing.
Yeah.
I had nightmares of that for a long time.
One time my parents were over at a friend's house for watching Survivor, and they had older kids, and instead of watching Survivor, I went upstairs and I watched 1,000 Ways to Die. I had nightmares for
Yeah,
a good
that's
solid
I also seen that.
while.
Someone got sucked into a fan. That was bad.
I've
I had
never
nightmares
seen
about
that,
that.
but
I
too.
saw the one where like someone was on the bicycle and they got it up and they had internal bleeding and they died.
Yeah, I know. Literally, that
And then a
isn't such an
couple-
awful show.
And then a
for little
couple
kids
months
to see.
later, I fell on the monkey bars and I thought I was gonna die. Like I fell crotch first on the monkey bars, and I thought I was
That's
gonna
so-
die.
That's a fair reaction though when you're little. I don't know if I've said on the pod. I watched Sharknado one time coming home from a trip, and then that night I had to take a shower, and I thought sharks were gonna come out of the shower head and eat me. Because I was so scared.
One thing that my parents always did to make us shower is have you guys ever heard of Scuba Steve? They would threaten that Scuba Steve would come and get us if we didn't shower.
I've never heard of Scuba
From
Steve.
Baby daddy?
Yeah. Scuba Steve. So that we would shower. And Shelby was the one that always had to be threatened with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
baby.
be a rapper.
I keep seeing
yeah.
the TikTok trend, and it's like the people in the Trojan horse blasting Fetty Wap on the JBL, and it's just like muffled,
so
and it's
good.
like a clip.
Honestly, anything with muffled music is usually pretty funny for some reason.
I want you to be mine, I am, baby.
Can you imagine how like hot it would have been in the Trojan horse though?
I bet it would. Yeah,
It was probably stuffy as hell. There was no air conditioning.
but they didn't wear
No
very many
windows.
clothes either.
I mean, they had pantaloons eventually, but early
can't
on, I don't think they
imagine
had underwear.
Not having underwear under a
I
dress.
feel like it would be free.
Yeah,
weird.
Well, I mean, a long dress.
Yeah, like it didn't go above
Cover
their
your
knee.
ankles.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because if you
Let's
showed
get
that
that.
shin, you're shunned.
Or a witch.
Oh yeah,
Show thine ankle on thine stake.
exactly. That was actually good,
Fire bar.
Literally, they're on fire.
dude. Could you imagine living in the time of the
Witches.
Salem witch
Witches.
trial?
Dude, I
Just
totally
call
would have
out
been
someone-
prosecuting people and accusing. I would have been so
Shakira would have
about
been
that.
stirring up the pot. She would have been that
Literally.
bitch. I would have been so pissed
would
because you
Not
know.
have done anything else.
I feel like in that time, I know you would call me a witch,
Oh yeah.
and I would be dead, and it'd be all because of her, and I didn't do shit.
It's so crazy, like the tests that they did though. They were so like dumb.
like the one where if they were tied to a chair, and if you sank, you weren't a witch, but if you floated, you were a witch, and like either way, you were
die.
dead.
Yeah.
Like what the? They weren't gonna rescue me.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
wanted you dead. Someone
But
called
I'm
you
not
out.
a real witch.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like
don't
they're
underst-
just trying
They
to
were
get
so
rid of people.
crazy with it. I actually liked
know.
when we did that like section in English.
That was pretty cool.
That was, and we got to watch the movie.
Well, it's because they
I might have
didn't
to
want
do a deep dive in that tonight.
they
actually,
didn't
now that
want
we
women
mentioned it.
to disobey men.
That's true. They probably honestly did that to mostly women that they didn't like. Like Joan of Arc, poor girl.
She burned.
Was it Salem witch trials in the 3rd Fear Street? Is that when it was?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I loved that.
Yeah,
that
Fear Street was
series.
good. We watched it with that one friend during fair.
Have you seen Fear
If
Street?
you've never seen
You
Fear
should see
Street,
it.
you should watch it.
It's a really good
It's a
scary-
3 like movie kind of. It's got 3 sections. It's pretty good. The first one's not very good, but it really
the
ramps up.
second one is really good, and the third one
Third
is
one's
really good.
Yeah.
But they're pretty like gory and scary, and they die in kind of
and
bad
they're each like
ways.
an hour, so it's kind of a long watch, but it's worth it.
If you
at the
watch like
end.
one a day, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Cut out an hour of your TikTok time, and take the
Don't
time.
be on your phone while you're doing
to
it either. It
watch Fear
pisses me
Street.
off when people do that. I kicked my TV by accident one time, but I was grounded for it, so that was nice.
How'd you kick it by accident?
I don't remember now, but
That sounds like something that you make up to your parents. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I don't know how. I just kicked the TV.
I don't remember now, but
That's what Kelsey and I did when we broke our
Yeah.
mom's laptop. Because we were screaming at each other because she
shit.
would not. I told her to get off the laptop and do her chores, and she's like, "No, I'm doing this." And so she pushes it up, and I push it down, and we broke it. And we're like, Mom, I think it just fell. I don't know what happened to it. I think Kelsey dropped it on the floor. Yeah, Kelsey dropped it on the floor. It wasn't us.
The stuff that people make that
Oh,
you
that's
make
so
up as
good,
a
though.
kid.
like
Like at the time, it's like, yeah, this is the perfect lie. They'll never know.
They always freaking knew. They
Yeah,
always
no.
knew.
literally every time.
Like, there's no point in even lying.
The thing is about being a parent is like I just think I would laugh
I
at their
can't.
excuse, and I would just be like, it's fine.
I mean, you just kind of have to let them go with it, because
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
There's so many moments I feel like I'm gonna have to take a moment and step back from it just to go laugh and
I
then
know.
come back
I saw
in.
this one TikTok for this like these parents were driving and they were in the front seat and the kid was in the back and the kid was like saying something rude, but it was like funny. So they were both like facing forward and not looking at the kid, but they were like laughing, and the dad had to like wait till he was done laughing to be like, "You don't talk to us like that."
I like the ones where they accidentally curse in front of kids and they immediately pick up on it.
Yeah.
Like they were painting and he said, "Oh shit," and then the little girl went,
Oh shit. I like the ones where they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna shut you in here for a minute. You can say whatever curse words you want to," and they just like go at it. Or then there's like the stupid ones. They're just like,
"Damn."
"Damn."
Those kids piss me off.
I like the ones that are
I
like,
have a feeling
Mother-
that if they actually went for it, their parents would get mad. So
they just don't.
it's fair if they don't.
Or the one where they're like, you can say one curse word and it's always.
Yeah, it's and then some of them
And then
keep
they're like-
going.
Yeah.
No, you can only say it one time.
You're gonna have fun bleeping that out.
There is something so great about saying the F word when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, you feel like an adult. You feel like a bigger person when you can say
By the time that you're 16, everyone else is basically saying it. It's just not to a teacher.
exactly.
Except Macy said it sometimes in PE.
Oh yeah.
That was on
She'd get a workout,
accident.
and then she'd have to do push-ups.
Well, you did so many push-ups.
Towards the end, I didn't. But then the
Teacher-
last day he made me
Teacher,
do
if
it.
you're watching this, you made us do when he tried to
was
make
fair.
you do push-ups in the van on the way to state
Oh,
track.
I forgot about that. Remember when I tried? I was seriously gonna drive the van. I just didn't know where I was going.
Yeah.
We left his house.
That
I was
so
gonna
funny.
drive it. I just didn't know where we were going. So I was like, we're gonna have to pull over again. I might as well just let them drive.
Yeah, it was funny. But like another thing with kids, like I remember my brother was in kindergarten and he got in trouble because he yelled "oh" because he got too high on the swings. And my parents like got mad at him and like grounded him. But I was like at the time I was like, yeah, that's really bad. But then like now I'm like, I would just laugh if I heard my kid yelled "oh" because they were too high on the swings.
Why did they ground him? Why didn't they just
'Cause the-
tell him not
because
to say
The
that?
teacher like called them,
Oh.
so it was like a big deal. Well, he was in kindergarten, so like
But
it was a big
still,
deal.
I mean, he's just a kid.
I know, but I just think that's so funny. Like if the teacher called me and was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just your kid yelled "oh" today at the playground," I think I'd just be like,
Oh my god. I'd be like, I'm not surprised.
I
That's-
feel like you should call the parent if they do it a couple
Repeatedly.
times. Yeah. Not
or like
one
maybe tell
off.
them at the end of the day when they're picking their kid up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your kid just said "oh" today at the.
You don't like
"What dead person's concert would you go to?"
I thought you were gonna say what dead person would you want to see?
Yeah, I didn't see.
No. Concert, like dead artist.
I probably like Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Yeah, I really like his music.
What about you?
I'm thinking.
Juice World.
Juice WRLD. I'm really not into Juice WRLD at all. So
Mac Miller.
That's what I was thinking. Mac Miller or Michael Jackson.
that's
for
true.
sure.
Michael Jackson or Mac Miller.
That's
would
like
be-
Michael Jackson's like a once in a lifetime like kind of artist.
yeah,
Amy Winehouse would be
No.
fun.
the Beatles, but
Beatles
only
would
some
be
of them are
cool.
dead. So it'd only be like
who else
half the
died?
band. You have to wait until all the band dies to see them.
assassinate them.
That's
Kill-
twisted.
Kill the Beatles so
Kill
you can see
John
them.
Lennon.
Kill John Lennon. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, that's my final answer. I guess I gotta stick to my guns. So
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
I don't know. I think Michael Jackson's what I would choose.
I think I just don't go with him because I've already heard his music and he didn't impact me as much. So
I went through a phase.
Yeah, you did.
yeah, you did.
It was because of my cousin. Because when my parents and his parents went to another country, we were all stuck at grandma's for like 2 weeks. Maybe just 1 week. It felt like 2 though. And he constantly played Michael Jackson all the time.
Oh,
But Michael Jackson has good music, so I'm
He
not really sad
does.
that I had a phase.
Hee hee.
Now I know some legendary lyrics. Sorry. Is it time?
Yeah. Macy, what's your answer?
Yeah. Final answer, go.
Just say something.
I
Just
don't
throw
have
one
it.
you
Okay,
would
Juice
like to
WRLD
see.
2 Macy would want to see.
Macy wants to see
Mozart.
Mozart. Yeah, I was gonna say Mozart.
No, Beethoven.
is also up there, or maybe
Shakespeare.
even
That's not an artist.
Yes, he is. He's an artist of
he
poetry.
is an artist.
That's so
He's
stupid.
a play artist.
But that's not a music artist. Is
He's
it?
still an
Well,
artist?
He is in our hearts.
It's not what we're
Van
talking
Gogh?
about.
I would like to see Van
That's
Gogh.
That's not what we're
I
talking
would
about. I
love
said,
to
what
meet Van Gogh.
concert would
He's
you like
But
to go
he
to?
wasn't even
Concert.
popular when he was alive.
He was so
like he
crazy.
didn't become popular.
He drank so much. It's funny. It's kind of sad. It's just sad. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Who wants to end it? Me? Is it my turn?
I'm sure.
Those
We're
is
in
a
a trailer
mimosas.
park.